Don't you ever draw like RJ ever again. Hey guys, that's enough for my Ethan Becker impersonation, but in this video, we are going to learn how to draw like Ethan Becker. We are going to use some of his best tutorials and videos found here in YouTube and combine it together so that we can finally figure out the enigma that is Ethan Becker. Welcome back to my channel guys, and if you're new here, my name is RJ and I'm a self-taught artist and animator behind Studio De Laron, a channel dedicated in sharing with you everything I'm learning about art, animation, and drawing. So, if you enjoy the content that I'm creating in this channel, feel free to subscribe. It's free and you can always change your mind later on. So, let's get started with one of the first videos that I've ever watched from his channel.
First step, shoulder. Second step, spine. Third step, hip. Never, ever curved line.
So one of the very first videos that I've watched from Ethan Becker is this video where he showed us how to draw a gesture and never ever draw a curved line ever again. And when I watched this first video, I was really fascinated about his point of view on drawing because I've never seen someone breaks down a reference like this before. And he also keeps it very simple for everyone who's watching his video. So I was really fascinated by this technique. And the whole point of this video that I really learned is all about decision making. And you might disagree with him, but for me, it's very important that you are making decisions fast in your drawing because it's a very powerful tool to keep moving forward in your drawings. Also in this video, he made a game out of it by looking at the reference for only 3 seconds. But for this video, we're not really going to do that because I really want to understand what is going on. And I remember when I first attempted this, I really didn't do the 3 seconds thing because I want to break down my reference properly by using this technique. So, shoulders, spine, and hips, that's what we're looking for in our reference. And we're just going to pick a reference from Pinterest over here. And before you come at me for using photo reference, which he hates, I just want to let you know that the photos that I'm choosing over here are mostly mid-movement or action poses that we can see from athletes. So it's very safe to say that these poses are more natural than a regular photo shoot pose. This is only the first step because the next step is all about finding that one shape.
Just by placing the head and the arm in different spots, with this one shape, you can have characters turning in space.
For this particular video, which is more recent than the previous one, Ethan Becker showed us how to draw a gesture with only one shape. And this was a game changer. Not only did this shape come from works by professional artists, but this is the foundation of most of his drawings. Now, this is very important to remember. The torso shape he shared in this video came from breaking down drawings by professional artists for shows like Korra, Voltron, Avatar, and Dota. And it did not came from breaking down actual real-life photos. However, he did say that you can practice this shape and edit it to fit the photos you are breaking down, which helps you see things through the lens of an artist working in the animation industry.
Try to imagine if you were smart.
We can use this shape to establish the torso, and I actually compared this to the Robo Bean shape that Proco uses in his illustration. So if you haven't watched that video yet, you can find that down in the description below. Basically, you just have to edit the shape to fit your reference. We can then add the taper tubes to simplify the arms and legs because again, it's all about clarity. The face can be just an oval with a cross to indicate the face direction. This drawing we are making here is more like a rough pass to establish the gesture of your drawing that reads well and good in animation. However, one thing you'd have to understand is that not all people are gearing their skills towards animation, and that's okay. Now, one thing I've actually tried to look for in some of his video is to how to draw the hands and feet, and I barely find something that simplifies it and ties it together that I could use for this formula that I'm creating on how to draw like Ethan Becker. In his storyboard drawings over here, he is focusing on clarity of the story and poses. And unless the hands are part of the acting, he barely draws it, which again is something that works and also a standard in the animation pipeline that he worked on. With regards to feet, he argued in one of the classes that he had that we barely even see the feet sometimes during the animation, and he is actually right. This is something that you can only find when you break down the actual animation of the shows that you are studying. Most of the shots that we see where the feet is shown are shots where there is a fight scene or an intricate detail that shows the feet. But overall, we barely see the feet throughout the whole animation. So basically right here, we can simply say that this is the rough pass drawing, but we can further level this up and start to actually add more details. The great thing about this is that you can do this again and again as your gesture drawing technique or practice. However, in animation, depending on the show, this will not cut it. You must understand and actually draw like the style of the show you are working on. And again, since Ethan Becker has worked on shows like Korra, Avatar, and Voltron, he broke down a lot of the drawings of the professionals who work there like Keanu Ryu and Joaquim Dos Santos. Stevan is also one of the professionals who work in this show, so he also learned how to draw from this guy. So the next step on how to draw like Ethan Becker is to actually practice and copy drawings from these shows like Korra, Avatar, Voltron, and Dota. One thing we can do is to take our rough drawings and see how you can add the simplified anatomy used in these shows. Breaking down these drawings used in the Korra animatic will really give you a sense on how they simplify the anatomy into simple shapes. We can see how some details are left off and not actually drawn, but at the end of the day, these are used for animation as rough passes, so as long as it reads clearly, it's good enough for the purpose that they are drawn for. I'm still learning how to draw like this, but I am happy that I finally found a class or workshop that exactly teaches me how to do this. One thing that really helped me too is to actually study anatomy from a class that helped me understand how to draw it properly first and then simplifying it. For me, I need to understand how to actually draw this properly before I can add style into it, which at the end of the day is what we are doing in animation. When it comes to drawing the face in detail, we can combine these two videos of him about drawing with waffles and the Avatar videos and basically applying the skills we have learned on how to draw the face. We can simplify it for animation for sure by only adding the necessary information as needed in the shot. And we don't even have to draw a lot of details, just enough for clarity. Keep in mind that this is only a level up version of a rough drawing that is built on a good foundation that is geared towards animation, that we can always choose to add more details on and clean up after. If you check his drawings on Instagram, these are the things you will see. And for me, I'm still learning how to draw like this, but because my drawings are built on good foundation, it will have a similar structure, but the execution on how I clean up my drawings will be very different. The Ethan Becker style is geared towards people who first wants to work in the animation industry and second, who wants to work on shows like Korra, Avatar, Dota, and Voltron. The style used in these shows is the style he carries on, but it doesn't mean he can't draw other styles. I'm pretty sure he can draw other styles, but this is the lane he chose to go towards to. All the things he have shared with us in his videos, and also the things that I am learning from him directly from his class, are but a culmination of what he learned in the industry as a professional, which I think is very cool, especially for those who see themselves working on those shows. If that's not really your focus, then you can still get a lot of things from his video tutorials and his style, because it's built on a very good foundation that is used in the animation industry. And at the end of the day, I think that's what's really important, because you need to have a good foundation in your drawings. So thank you guys for watching this video and for all the support that you have been giving me so far. So as a sign of gratitude, I am giving away my first salary in YouTube for one lucky subscriber. Subscribe, comment, and like, and share this video for a chance to win $5 or maybe $500. Who knows? So keep on tuning in, and I'll see you on the next video.